the doctors were getting out to consult. They came back inside and we continue to negotiate until the last minute when they have said that, one, their constitution does not allow them to sign documents at night. Number two, on the issues that they introduce that were not initially in the documents. Remember, as national government, we have said, and I continue to emphasize, that the only issue that we had not agreed on was on internship. And the court yesterday did direct that the issue of internship be consolidated with the matter in court in Eldoret and be held in abeyance unless parties are able to discuss. So that is the issue that then they have come back to reopen and negotiate on it. The other issue that they have brought that was not there initially is that they want government to pay salaries to self-sponsored registrars. That as a doctor, you sit and say, now you want to go for masters. And you say you'll pay for yourself. So you get admission to a university. And now they're asking that we pay those doctors. I think as a government, a responsible government, we have a duty to ensure that patients are being served. And that is what we'll continue to do. The signing today is in compliance to the court order that was issued yesterday. The judge ordered that, can you now sign the documents properly? Because the early agreement we had initialized as a show of progress and a show of agreement of minds. So it's the same document that we have now fully signed so that it can be deposited in court. And the judge ordered that it be deposited by 9:30 a.m. on Monday.
We have been seated here, had a whole discussion, but when they came with a completely different document. We were in the Senate yesterday. The issues they raised today are different from the issues they raised in the Senate yesterday. So clearly there is a very consistent trail of dishonesty from the part of KMPDU and shifting goalposts. At the very tail end of the discussion today, they told us that they are willing to sign this document on Monday. Having had these discussions for the last almost 7 hours. Clearly, that level of dishonesty is unfortunate.
When you have negotiated and you've had almost 99.9% of the issues in compliance, then I don't think 0.1% can make you still want the strike to stay on. We had initially said that we will not victimize the doctors who have been on strike. We still remain committed to the cause. However, it is not possible to stay like that forever. And therefore, in the event that we still do not have doctors back to work, we cannot let our people to continue dying. We will have no choice but to replace them.
And it is coming out clearly, and I think I'll call out KMPDU and tell them they seem to have a house that is divided. It is time they really pulled together and thought about the Kenyan people who are suffering.
Even as we are sitting here, the money that was set aside for interns, 2.4 billion, that is sitting in the account because they have not gone, they have not reported. The more they stay, we shall reallocate that money to go to other intervene on immediate and urgent issues like floods and other things. So we don't have luxury of time, and we don't have unlimited resources. We don't have money that will accommodate all the requirements that our doctors need. We are going, as we are depositing this agreement, we are going to petition the court to allow us to take any necessary action to alleviate the problem that is obtaining, and at the same time to ensure that the lives and health and well-being of people of Kenya are safeguarded. And this will be done strictly in compliance with the labor laws of this country. to allow us to sort out this matter. Next week, we shall ask the judge to allow us to intervene in all the measures that can be. One is he can go ahead and compel the doctors to report to work. He can allow the employers, the minister here, and the county government to recruit doctors to take charge as these people are picketing and demonstrating. These are the options that are there.
At the last minute, the doctors' union came with other issues that were not discussed yesterday in Parliament. And even for the outstanding issues, we had agreed that they will be determined by the court.
They were asking to standardize consultants at job group Q. Some of the counties have actually already put consultants at job group R, which means if we have to harmonize, they will come down. So we have discussed all this. But I think it's not fair that the intransigence of one party to the negotiations and the internal politics holds Kenyans hostage. This we will not accept.